Yo, it's Crow, and let's talk about everybody's favorite Star Wars show, Kenobi One Obi. Anyways, in Kenobi One Obi, there's this whole thing going on where they apparently there's some racism happening. God damn! Can you imagine? Like, I didn't even I didn't know the show had dropped yet, and I was pretty much like, I'm just not gonna watch it because, like, I don't know I know that the show shouldn't be happening because, like, Vader's in it and Kenobi and Vader are not supposed to meet at all. Like, in fact, Kenobi's never supposed to leave Tatooine. In fact, he's never supposed to, like, stop using the Force either. Like, it's just so stupid. And I kind of get, like, what they're doing with it. I'm just like, ugh. I was like, okay, all right. Look, if it's like really good, I'll watch. I'll wait for some news to come out about it. And then this was the news that came out about the fucking show, that Ewan McGregor was putting out an Instagram video because Moses Ingram, this actress, is apparently getting bombarded with, like, hatred and racism, and I'm like, really? I mean, because, like, I haven't heard anyone saying anything about it. Like, and I look into it, I'm like, yeah, no, I think the only actual criticism that I saw was people were saying things like, oh, it's gonna be a bait and switch because some spoilers got dropped and they kind of knew what the ending of the show was. And it kind of seems like that might actually be the case. So, anyways. I haven't actually seen racist attacks towards her, not in large scale or even small scale. And I'm sure she's got, like, some DMs because, I mean, she's a famous actress, so there's got to be, like, one asshole out there, right? There has to be at least a few. But I mean, like, what's the actual percentage of this hatred that nobody has seen yet? I'm genuinely curious, right? Because, like, I get hate mail too. I have hate DMs, and, like, bro, it's not that bad. Like, compared to the positive stuff, like, it's almost non-existent. And I'm, like, nowhere near as big as this lady is, right? So I'm like, I kind of feel like it was made up, right? Or, like, not made up, but completely overblown. I might be wrong about that. I might be, but they used it as an opportunity for Ewan McGregor to come out, and Star Wars Twitter account was making all of these statements and everything, and I'm going like, bro, like, if it's actually happening, like, my wife's black, right? She's been sent racist shit on Twitter. I'm never okay with it, right? I but I really question this idea that there was, like, a racist hate campaign against this actress that nobody saw, right? Nobody saw. In fact, when I tried to find evidence of it, I literally just found people tweeting about how awful it was that it was happening. But, like, nothing. And she didn't even post, like, a DM from, like, some random one follower account saying, look, this is harassment. Like, these famous people have done shit like that. But, like, they didn't show anything. I'm like, I just don't believe you at a certain point, right? Because even if it was happening, like literally how much compared to all the positivity you get? It felt more like it was just like a stunt for the show, like, more than anything else. And I wouldn't put it past Ewan McGregor either, like, or Moses Ingram. I would put it past Disney, right? Like, I mean, but anyways, Star Wars takes. Yours and mine's favorite Star Wars Twitter account, I guess. Juan Kenobi Obi is getting review bombed now because Ewan McGregor said racists have no place in this fandom. Same thing happened in The Last Jedi years ago when Rian Johnson called out those fans, quote unquote. Sick and tired of people pretending most hate for The Last Jedi was valid. I'm going to probably reference this image a lot. So here's the first time. maybe this is why this was an actual obstacle. Like, I get that there are stormtroopers there, and they could fire their guns, right? But also, what I'm kind of noticing is this truck that they're on, it floats, right? And there's this passage on the right side of the tower that they could have just taken their little truckie and gone around. And the stormtroopers would have shot. Like, that would have been bad. But they would have got them. Just like this is the stupidest checkpoint that I've ever fucking seen. Right? Like oh my god. This is like why wouldn't you just extend the tower out just a little bit to the right here? So at least it makes it look like if you want to use the road, you have to go through it. Like, right? Because you could literally just go around this shit. What the fuck? Right? And so, like, then he just shoots it and it goes down. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? This is so dumb. And they don't even get back in the truck. I didn't even have to do that. Oh man. Okay, so like, I think maybe this is the reason why they review bomb, because it's stupid and it makes no sense, or because they're like literally undoing like heavily established Star Wars canon. And look, I was talking to someone at work, and they were like, "Well, Disney bought it; they can do whatever they want." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine, but people are going to be pissed, right? People are going to complain." This show, in order to exist, literally undoes part of A New Hope, right? It does, because in A New Hope, Leia's never met Kenobi, right? When she responds, when she puts out the distress message to Obi-Wan for help, she mentions, "Oh, you know, you served my father in the Clone Wars and shit," right? She doesn't go, "Hey, you saved my life when I was 10." Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, it makes no sense. Oh, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so dumb. And of course, like, this is the type of shit that you'll get. This is what happens when Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers tried to call out Ewan McGregor after he defends the actress plays Reva over the racist comments on Instagram. I just, at least show me one. At least show me one so I know it's real. At least one, right? Because, like, she's gotta have like thousands, right? God damn, I gotta have one. Oh man, guy. So yeah, so Geeks and Gamers getting shit on for it. And I'm like, I'm with him. I really hope she kills Vader at the very end and just be... Actually, I thought it was funny. Someone was like, wait, her name's Reva. If you add an N to the end, oh my gosh, they're going to make her Revan. Oh, I hope they do. It'll be great. Okay, so I saw this, though, and I just want to bring it up really quick. Chicago typewriter creator Brandon Fiadino claims outrage surrounding Moses Ingram and Obi-Wan Kenobi is a marketing op by Disney. Bro, like, I really feel that might actually be the case. Like, honestly, it just seems so out there what they are trying to say happened, right? I've heard people actually praise Moses Ingram as like a really good actress, right? I haven't, even in like the cringe fucking areas that I'll like look to and see like, hey, maybe someone's saying something here. Like, it's not happening. So I'm like, I don't think it was real. I think that you just made up that story to buffer themselves from any type of criticism over the show, and also generate a bunch of support for them prior to the show coming out, or like right around then. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Like, it really doesn't. And again, if she's actually getting like this bombardment of like racist hate messages and shit, I mean, I would see it beyond just, you know, private DMs on Instagram, right? Right? Like, this shit, it seems so made up. Just real. I mean, what's he say here? Okay. She told the British outlet it was something that Lucasfilms actually got in front of and said, this is a thing that unfortunately likely will happen, but we are here to help you. You can let us know when it happens. She also noted that Deborah Chow and others at Lucasfilm were putting the proper systems in place, so I feel safe as we do the work. Of course, there are always pockets of hate, she added, but I have no problem with the block button. Okay, so this is Moses Ingram, so the controversy. Okay. Oh, okay. Ingram then made the absurd claim that Obi-Wan was going to bring the most diversity I think we've ever seen in the galaxy before. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm at the point, like, as an Arab, when they talk about, oh, look at all the diversity. I'm like, oh, what? The one gay dude and the black people? they have a trans person. I'm like, bro, I'm Arab. I don't see any fucking Arabs in here. I don't see any Taiwanese people. I don't see any Filipinos. Like, what the fuck? They always talk about, like, diversity, and what they really mean is they got, like, one black person and a sea of white people. And I'm like, what? Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah, so here we go. The first, okay. So let's see. Your days are numbered. I mean, it's not racist, but it is like, it's like a fucked up thing to say, but okay, so how many messages did she post? Okay. Don't even think of what you're doing to it. Oh, okay, so this is fun. This isn't racist. I'm sorry. Like, I get he's using the N-word without the hard R, but like, no, I mean, like, again, this is one of the things that's been pissing me off about Disney Star Wars, is they're pretending that the original Star Wars was like this misogynistic, racist hellhole, and before Disney came in, it was just awful, right? Like, I'm going, like, you know, we had Lando Calrissian. People fucking love Lando. But, like, what the fuck you mean Moses ain't, like, bring... Like, that's the type of shit that gets to me, right? Like, that really does. I mean, I get... Is it because he said that? That makes it racist? And this is racist too? Like, okay, here we go. You suck, loser. You're a diversity hire, and you won't be loved or remembered for this acting role. I mean, I guess you could say this gets closer to being racist because they actually call her a diversity hire, right? And again, I've heard that she's a really good actress, right? So I'll give her 1. Okay. You turn thumbnail for a video covering Ingram's comments on to the Independent. Oh man. Who is this YouTuber? Becca Random 42? I gave it to her on the other one. I don't want to give it to her here. So you get one. You get this one or this one. I'll give you this one because she put Operation Get By in the Darkies is real. Like, diversity hire human shit. Like, maybe like we have this article here where they're like it's an op. Like, maybe. The 5th and 5. So she only showed 5. She only showed 5, and like the first 4, like, literally, you are stretching if you want to call these 2 racist, but like, go for it. That means she only showed 5 messages so far. Like, you're really stretching with these 2, but the 5th one, like, I guess this one, like, eubonic. Okay, so like, I'm just gonna say this one's racist only because they come across like a complete fucking idiot, right? But if Moses posts 5 messages to Instagram claiming that she's being attacked by racist abuse, one of them's a thumbnail for a video, and I know who. This one, like, dude, these first 4, like, no joke, they're really, she's lying. But this one over here, like, it is like, this is the closest thing she has to actual racism. But if this is the extent, this is the most abuse that she was receiving, my goodness, I completely side with this Brandon guy and just go like, it's a marketing op, 100%. You know, and let's be real. Like, I've heard Moses Ingram's a really good actress and shit, but if she has to promote herself by faking racist attacks against herself, maybe she ain't shit. Like, maybe she's not. If that's what you need to do to get your bag, like, I mean, you probably don't have any talent then. But again, I'd be remiss if I didn't highlight the actual problems with this show, and that's that it's stupid. It makes literally they could literally just go around. In fact, once he just walks off, leaves the fucking truck there. Just go around the shit, you asshole, you dumbass. Oh man, and this is the other problem is it completely breaks the canon that was established in episode fucking 4, which is the very first Star Wars film. I love this though. Writer Joby Harold on the Grand Inquisitor's death. As you know, we would never break canon. God, I hate you people. I hate you people. That's how you go fuck yourself. Canon is everything. Hey, I wish you put that lightsaber through my goddamn skull.